Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hai. I am learning trading. So this is the second video in my trade journal series where I break down every trade that I took. So the idea is that I want to learn from my mistake and try to improve myself as a trader. So the first setup that I want to present to you is pound Canadian. It was a shock trade that I took. So this one it was a loss, unfortunately. Um, so let's just take a look together. Mm, so I always start with the higher time frame chart, which is the daily chart here. So as you can see, the market direction is extremely bullish, right? So that's the first important information that I need to keep in mind. And then I will switch down to the 4-hour time frame to mark out my different key levels. And after doing that, we can see that here short-term wise, short to mid-term wise, market seem to form a range, right? From 187 to 182. So that's very good. So which means that if I have enough signal that price rejecting the upper bound of the range, I can expect that price will go back to the lower bound of the range. That's my thesis. So for this, when I see the price fake down the key resistance, the 187.3, and then it goes down, broke under the 186.3 here, the intermediate level. And then after that, price went back to retest this key level, but it fails once again. So which means that for me, when I see many signs of weakness in terms of the buy side, I now can see that the selling pressure is there, right? So that's why when price fell this level once again and came back down, I was aiming for a break and retest at this level, right? But unfortunately, price just went all the way up, and my stop loss so was hit quite quickly. So that was unfortunate. But when I look back at this setup, I think that was a, a good loss because the levels are pretty clean. Also, we have quite some signal, right, to support our thesis. But I think that's still still a risky trade because we go against the trend, which is the bullish trend. So I think that's fine. That's fine. That's just a maybe there is one signal that I should have considered in this setup is that price already broke under this intermediate level before, right? Just 2 weeks ago. But the momentum didn't go through, didn't continue. So which means that yeah, if the selling pressure is there, and this didn't go through all the way to the lower range here, that somehow show me that okay, maybe the buyer are still there to fight back, right? So I think that's the only thing that I forgot to take into account my analysis. So yeah. So the second trade that I took last week. So unfortunately, it was also a loss. So it was a short setup on EA, Euro Aussie. So if I do the same thing, right? Uh, Firstly, on the uh, daily chart, the market is extremely bullish, right? And then we can see that somehow somehow we are forming some sort of the branch also, just like the Power Canadian, but it's a little bit less clean than the other one. And then so my thesis is that so from here we can see that price already reject the key level 181, and then it's just went down a lot, broke under the 179.3, retest level, continue to go down, retest one again, continue to go down, retest this intermediate level and go down once again. So that short-term wise it show that the sellers are in control, right? And then when price came back and retest this 179.3 levels and also reject once again. So that's why I thought that okay, the selling pressure is still there. So that's why I again I took a shot there. So you see the break and retest setup. Also, you can see that this can be considered that a head and shoulder, right? But yeah, unfortunately, price just broke above my stop loss, and it seems now price once again went back to my favor. So that was very unfortunate, right? Very unfortunate. So what should I what should I have done differently in this trade? So I think that maybe in my level, I think I should put it maybe a little bit higher, because in the past price, as we can see, there's quite some weight in the upper. So I could have put my entry a little bit higher, something like this. But even though I think it still couldn't, but because I need to put my stop loss way above, and there's no level that support this the stop loss placement. So I think still a loss for me. Yeah. So it's just for me just unfortunate. So for this one, market didn't prove me wrong, I would say. So price just went back to my favor, and so it just, yeah, sometimes it's just unfortunate. So that was my breakdown video for the two losses that I took. So this one, so in my propfirm account, I think I lost like 1.7k, something like that. So yeah, it was yeah, it was pretty sad, but yeah, just learning and try to improve myself. So I hope that you guys can still also learn something from this video. So I am a complete beginner, so please don't take this analysis like a something like stack books analysis. Yeah, just